EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday Night Primetime. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, Chase McLaughlin, set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That's on downfield by Harrison. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one good for 29.
Hold it ready. First down. Deputy Timberwolf.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. From the 43, here's second down and 9.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Back to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is first touchdown this year. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Crack all 80. Hurt 70. Hurt 70. Hurt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Come on. Dragon 60. 60 by 6.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 19 Tiger.
On the ground, it's Reynolds. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A carry here for Reynolds. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Y'all got a problem about tasting. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well power.
Ready. Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That pickup good for 29 yards. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
19.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
He'll start at the 2. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
60 by 6. Get it.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. Pickup of 46 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here.
And he's in! Touchdown, Arizona. His 4th TD grab of the season. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Cardinals, Panther 11, 60 Eagles, 19 tight, 60 plus.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Let's go now.
Here's Reynolds. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll stick with him again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Come on. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
70, 18,
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
1st and 10.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, go street. Switch. 70. 10. Mustang 19.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Bronco 80. Go.
He'll try the right side this time. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. 60. Stop. Ready.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. Cougar 19. 19 Lions.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready, break. Check, bounce check, ready.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Okay, ready.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. It's an Arizona first down.
Check, hey, hey, hop, 70, hop, hey, smash Broncos. Go.
A give. Here's Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the bag at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's 3rd down, and they need 5. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's number 40 on the season for him.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back. for a loss of yards.
And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there for the setup, 3rd and goal. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Get it. 68.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you. And all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
19-18. Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Good for a Rams 1st down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Tyler Luke on for the extra.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick six. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard
On
line.
first and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second and 2.
Here we go. Set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Brings up third down.
They'll throw here on third and short. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Buffalo 8, Panther 11, Panther up. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Right side, complete to Nakua. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
That's another
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down. Back to the air one more time.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
It is second and 9.
Get up. Dragon 6, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Third down and 9. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? One final throw before the break. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I love that that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. That one caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8.
18 Cardinals. Let's go now. Lightning, Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. That's hauled in on the left by McClure. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 27
A gain there of 27 yards.
For a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. 40, 70. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Back deep for Olave. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's another
A big
Rams
play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Reynolds trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Ready, ready.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Go. Ready, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now, faking the give, on the move left, and he's in. Touchdown, L.A. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards.
Cougar 19.
a run with Benson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice...
And he will get into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will extend this third quarter lead.
Cardinals 35, Rams 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Check. 60 by 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw on a slant, taken in by Smith. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
Here we go, go!
Up the middle they go. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got us. Jordan Burch in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Down! Hawk 70. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
60 by 6. Ready? Panther 60. Riggs. 79, 65, 18. Ready?
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. This one caught at the floor, and he will score. Game on. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Chase McLaughlin.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Reno. Come on. Ready.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Buffalo 18, Cougar 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Araiza to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Cowboy 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. We'll work this out wide to Benson. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
42. Rams 48.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go now. Panther 6, 18 Rattler.
That's caught by Puka. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
go. Ready,
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10.
Drop 50, 19 tight.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Reynolds. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's catch number.
Ready, set Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Mustang,
They'll look to throw yet again. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
5-yard line.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Good drive. They kept the ball, Greg. They moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Next to score, Cardinals 42, Rams 35. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Bounce. Let's go now. Ready.
Hand up, and it's Benson running right. The ball comes out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's out wide to Reynolds. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Okay, ready?
They come up for 2nd and 2.
Go.
The throw on the RPO is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start. Hook.
Reynolds. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Second and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, LA. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game.
Chase McLaughlin.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And not much doing on this return. Good. They're going to stop in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Check. Hurt. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. This is 1st and 10.
Gain of 60 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
They'll run here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Quick throw, taken in. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down. Open man, right side, he's got it. And the defense hanging him up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Arizona.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back on the ground and back to Wright.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Routs another catch for his favorite target.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Danny Lyons. 19 Lyons. Ready.
Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Get it. Ready.
Here's Reynolds. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
19 Sharks, 7 Pirates, 18 Rep, 60 Eagles. Go.
This one intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it with a chance to win this game here in overtime.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize and they jump it. And now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
Now, faking the give. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.